Okay, so I got some new watercolor paper, and I thought while I'm here I'll just quickly show you some differences. So I got Arches watercolor paper. Now this is like the creme de la creme, super expensive stuff. So in Australia, the A5 size cost me for 15 sheets $18.90, and for the A4 size it was $37.90 for 15 sheets. So this one here is their smooth, so it's hot pressed, which is what makes it smooth. So, and when I say smooth, I mean smooth. It feels like your Nina Solar White cardstock. It is smooth. This one here, which is their medium, so that's like a cold press, and I hope you can see, but there is some texture to it. Like you can hear this difference. Smooth, rough. But this wasn't. There was another one that's even rougher again. But I just wanted to try a smaller pad of this for quality purposes. So that's these two, very white. Now while I was there, I also got a Canson watercolor because I just want to compare them. I want to see how much better they are. So this one's cold pressed, so it does have a texture. It's not super smooth. It is pretty close to the whiteness of the Arches. It's got a different grain. Like this one is just sort of very random. That one sort of goes in lines like this. You can see sort of more of a grain of the watercolor paper. So that's that one. And then I've also got a pad here with Strathmore watercolor. So, sorry, I should have showed you. So it's Strathmore watercolor 400 series best. 400 series best. And this is the cold press, so it's going to be rough again. So that's your whites, like they're all very white. Now this is your distress ink, or not distress ink, distress watercolor paper. Okay, so that's the rough side, and you can see that against this it does look a lot creamier. And that's the smooth side, which is actually rougher than the Arches smooth. So if you want something to compare with. Now, yeah, so with the Strathmore, it's the same texture on both sides, whereas your Distress watercolor is smooth on one side and rough on the other. With the Canson, it is smoother on one side. It's pretty much the same texture as your Distress. And this one, which is your Arches, is rough on both sides, but still not as rough as the rough side on your Distress watercolor paper. So I thought for anyone who was curious to see how white these are compared to the others, that I would show this as a comparison. And I might actually do a bit more in-depth whatever for it later to show everyone as well. If you're interested, I might just do like a watercolor comparison so no one else has to go out and buy every single paper pad to find out what they're like. But I do know that Arches is the best of the best, so I want to do some playing around with it. And the fact that this is super smooth and hot pressed, it's really hard to find watercolor that's hot pressed and is that smooth. So that was my little, it's not so much a haul, I actually picked it up at an art supply store, but I really just want to show you guys that. Next up is the massive and super exciting Simon Says Stamp haul. It's a mega haul. It's super big because I'm sure you remember me telling you about a million times that I'm waiting for something to come into stock so I can do my Simon Says Stamp order. Well, in the meantime, which was like 4 months, of course I kept adding to it and adding to it and adding to it because, you know, I probably could have put in nearly 2 orders in that time. So yeah, so I've got a lot here. Actually, let's see how the best way to show this to you. Okay, so boring stuff. I got another pack of Distress watercolor cardstock. I put the order in before I bought the Arches paper, but I really just didn't want to run out. I mean, I've got so much watercolor paper, I shouldn't worry about that. But it's in stock, so I grabbed a pad. I got this cute little card from Simon Says Stamp that just sort of like a postcard that comes in with it, so I thought that was really cute and had a squizzy at that one. I also got this, which is totally cool. It's a Martha Stewart Crafts. It's micro beads. So, I mean, when I bought it, I will admit, I thought they were just normal beads, like ones with holes in them. Didn't really read the description like micro and understand the meaning. But I am really, really impressed with it. I'm really happy with it. Because, I mean, I bought these to put in shaker cards. They were never to use as normal beads, so the fact that there's no hole does not bother me at all. What I loved about them was, I think it was $18, and there's 12 of them in here. And I know at my local bead store, for probably a third of this in normal beads, I'm paying about $2 or $3, which is super expensive. So here they're like, you know, $1 something per container. There's heaps in them, and I love that they're in rainbow colors, plus with like metallics and rainbow colors. So I think that's awesome. The only thing that's probably not in the rainbow is like a sunny yellow color. But I do have like a sort of a white, translucent, your copper, silver, gold, you know, sort of a pinks, two different versions of pinks, red, orange, purple, blue, this gorgeous minty aqua color, and then like my favorite color of green. So totally loving this. They're tiny. It comes with little tiny thingies so I can shake them out or unscrew the cap, sorry, and just pour them into a shaker card. I think that's really good. And I just wanted other things more than just sequins to put in, and these things, like, I'm not sure if you can hear it when I was shaking it, but it sort of has that sound to it, so I was kind of thinking it would sound cool, not just look cool, but sound cool in a shaker card. So really, really happy with this one. And it comes with these trays too, which I think is kind of cool. I don't know how I'm going to store these yet, but these trays things, I'm totally keeping them. And the actual color, was there a name? Like, it's micro beads, Martha Stewart micro beads, 12 pack. I think they must have just the one standard color because there's not really a color like choice for that one. So the other thing I got was an Inkadoo embossing pad, like the. Okay, next up I got this contraption here, which is just a lid for my glossy accents. So this is how horrible my lid looks right now, with a pin shoved up it and a massive huge hole. And I was about ready to buy a new bottle, it was so bad. And then I saw Jennifer McGuire's vlog video that had these on it, and it fits perfectly, and it's got the little tip that you put back into the nozzle so there's no clogging. I just think it's great, so I cannot wait to put this on and use this from now on. I really think that this should come with something like this to begin with. But yeah, now I don't have to throw out the rest of my bottle, which was perfectly good because I couldn't put it on anything anymore. And let's see, what else I got? Some gelatos. So I got the metallics, I got the gold and the silver. Kind of really just got it for the gold. I'm kind of into gold at the moment, and there's been a few cards that I've seen, like, not the hugest gelatos fan. I'll just say that right now. I bought a set of 4. I've used them once. I wasn't 100%. Compared to my other watercolors, I wouldn't really use them as much. But the gold is a different story, because I've seen some beautiful, beautiful cards with this just sort of, you know, mixed with water and made into like a paste or a light watercolor wash sort of thing, and it really turned out really, really nice. Like the actual sheen and the hue of the gold. Sometimes gold comes up a bit brassy and doesn't look really nice, but these ones I really liked, so wanted to buy this. I know you can buy the gold on its own, like a double stick size, but it was more expensive than these two, and I really don't think I think it's going to take me forever to use it. So I don't think I need the big one. And to go with my gold stuff, I also got the Heidi Swapp Color Shine in gold to try out. Considering I just got this in the mail yesterday, I haven't really played with anything, but it has the most gorgeous like goldy hue on it. Sorry, it's got one of those, I don't hope you can see that, but it really is shimmery gold. So I really just want to use this as droplets on cards, and maybe a little, spray some on your craft mat you know, and then sort of dip your card into it for a fun effect. I think that would be really great. More inky, well not inky, painty goodness. I got 2 new distress paints. This is from the January and February distress new colors. So I've got Cracked Pistachio and Abandoned Coral. These are my 2 favorite new colors that have come out in this, you know, monthly thingy that's happened so far. I mean, so far, maybe there'll be more, but mint and this coral color are totally what I love at the minute. So I am super, super excited to add these to the collection, and I cannot wait. Like, I loved the Distress ink color, so I knew that the paint, I mean, it's just beautiful. I really want to mix this with some just picket fence and just use the 2 on their own and have this beautiful, gorgeous background. I think it looks stunning, and then put this, like droplets of this over top and all that sort of thing. So I think it'll be great. And going on with more distressy stuff, I did get the next 2, so the March and the April Distress ink colors, Mermaid Lagoon and Fossilized Amber. I haven't even taken them out of the plastic yet, so I haven't done any swatches as to, you know, real colors or anything like that, but I knew I'd like them, and they'll definitely complement my collection, and there's just more fun things to play with. And my other distress thing was I needed a re-inker for my Pumice Stone. I am surprised how much I use this gray color, but it works with every single color. So I use it on backgrounds and all sorts of things as ground, everything. And even for shadows on colors and stuff I use this. So I'm just, well, my pad was getting a little bit dry. What else have I got? Lots, I'm telling you. Okay, so I got Pretty Pink Posh Sequins, both 4mm. So I got the Marshmallow and the Charcoal. Loving these 2 together. Like, for a monochromatic card, like, these 2 are really nice. I'm liking that they're charcoal, not like a black. Just somehow softens it just that tiny little bit. This got so much contrast to it. I really love the small 4mm size. I mean, Pink Posh sequins are so popular, like, you know, you have to really be on the ball to to get some in stock, so I really want to get this. I love the fact that they're smaller too. Like, this Marshmallow can be on any single wintry Christmas card, because it's like that pearlized white, but like a true white, not so much a creamy color. And this one, I just think it, I don't know, the 2 together, or on a moody looking card or a night scene card, having no shake in the background would be really nice. So in like, or Starry Sky, and just have a few like silver ones, maybe not the white ones, but or gold ones mixed in it, so it looks like you're actually shaking, and there's those random few silver, goldy or silver, whichever color you decide to go with, in there, and it sort of looks like they're twinkling, and you still get the really nice shaker effect. I think that would be lots of fun. I also got this, which is the Quickie Glue Pen. Now, I got this for adding glitter, because I needed a fine tip glue thingy. I wanted it in a pen form that's like a pen, and I can just dot all over a project and then dump some glitter on it, and it would glue in there, because it's glue, so like it's a liquid glue, so it would be easy to be really detailed, or like just a clear sparkle glitter, put it over an image, so I can just sort of, you know, put glue on certain parts so it only sticks to certain parts of the image, just to add, because I've got a Winkostella and that's great, but sometimes I really just want a textury, glittery look as well. And I also got some embossing powders. This is Ranger Enchanted Gold. It's really light gold color, like it is really light. Here, 1 second. So, like, compare these 2. And then the glitter flicks through it, almost come out pinky or greeny through, depending on the light sort of look. So, I think it'll just be a nice variation, and like I just said, I have sort of a thing for gold at the moment, so I wanted to get that one. And I've got this here, which is a Wow embossing powder, and it's the Primary Apple Red, which, how red is this? I mean, this is the perfect Christmas red. If you're looking for Christmas red, Wow Primary Apple Red, and it's regular. And the code is WH01R.